Everyone wants more financial freedom, but few realize how deeply credit impacts it. What if your credit score was the one thing holding you back? By the end, you'll know how to boost it fast. Your credit history is like a silent resume for money decisions, and it can either open or close doors to your dreams. Whether you want a car, a home, or even a job, your credit score can tip the scale in your favor or against you. The first step is knowing your current situation. Many people never even check their credit reports, and that's the first mistake. Your score is based on data. If you don't know what that data says, you're walking blind in a financial minefield. Start by getting a copy of your credit report from the major bureaus. Look for errors, duplicates, or outdated info. You might be surprised by what you find. Even a small mistake, like a late payment you never made, can hurt your score. Disputing errors on your report can lead to quick gains in your credit score, sometimes within a few weeks. Do not ignore collections. Even if they are old, they carry weight. But here's a trick. Sometimes paying them doesn't help unless it's removed. Ask for a pay-for-delete agreement before paying a collection. This means the agency agrees to delete the entry after payment. Late payments hurt most in the first 6 months, so it's urgent to address them if they're recent. Set up auto-pay or calendar reminders to avoid new late payments. Future habits matter more than past mistakes. Even one on-time payment starts to build trust again with lenders and credit systems. The more on-time payments you stack, the more the algorithm begins to trust you again. Payment history makes up the biggest part of your score. Master it, and you're already halfway there. Do not underestimate small accounts. That store card you ignored could be the key to building consistency. If your report lacks recent activity, consider a secured credit card to restart your credit history. Secured cards require a deposit, but they function like regular credit cards. They're a powerful credit-building tool. Use your secured card for small purchases, like gas or groceries, and pay it off every month in full. Keep your credit utilization under 30% of your total available credit to avoid red flags. In fact, keeping it under 10% can show lenders that you use credit responsibly without depending on it. Imagine you have $1,000 of available credit. Spend no more than $100 if you want to look exceptional. Maxing out your cards, even if you pay them off, sends signals of instability and risk. Split expenses between different cards if necessary to maintain a low ratio on each. Ask for credit limit increases, but only if you're confident you won't increase spending. A higher credit limit with the same spending lowers your utilization ratio instantly. If your income has increased, that's a perfect time to request a limit increase without seeming risky. Avoid closing old accounts. The length of your credit history plays a big role in your score. Even unused accounts help your average age of credit. Let them sit quietly and boost your profile. If an old card has fees, ask your bank to downgrade the card instead of closing it. Banks often have no-fee versions of cards that can keep the history alive without costing you. Keep a mix of credit types. Cards, loans, and lines of credit all add to your credit diversity. Lenders like to see you can manage different kinds of debt without struggle or default. But never take on debt just to improve your mix. It must be strategic and responsible. Installment loans like auto or student loans affect your score differently than credit cards. Both types matter, but revolving credit, like cards, gives more control for active rebuilding. Now, let's talk about inquiries. Every time you apply for credit, a hard inquiry is added to your report. Too many inquiries in a short time make you look desperate for credit, which scares lenders. Space out your applications and only apply when you genuinely need credit or a better rate. Soft inquiries, like checking your own score or pre-approvals, do not affect your score at all. The impact of a hard inquiry fades after a few months and drops off entirely after 2 years. Limit new accounts while building. Each new card resets the age of your credit history. Be patient. Credit building takes time, but steady habits always pay off. People often give up because they expect overnight change. Credit rewards long-term behavior. The great news? Positive actions today start working behind the scenes almost immediately. Some improvements may take 30 days, others 90, but each day you build a stronger financial identity. Credit repair companies often charge for things you can do yourself for free if you're willing to learn. If you've had a bankruptcy, repossession, or foreclosure, rebuilding is slower, but absolutely possible. Don't let past mistakes define your future. Lenders are more forgiving than you think if they see change. If you're recovering from a divorce, shared accounts may hurt your credit even after separation. Make sure your name is removed from any joint debts you no longer control. That's key for a clean slate. Student loans in deferment still affect your report. Consider making small voluntary payments if you can. Paying even $20 a month can show commitment and reduce future balances. Don't co-sign loans unless you're prepared to be responsible for the full balance. Co-signing impacts your credit too. Someone else's missed payment becomes your missed payment, no matter how much you trust them. Avoid payday loans at all costs. They often don't help your credit and can trap you in a cycle of debt. High-interest loans signal desperation, and credit models may view them as a red flag. Instead, look for credit builder loans from local credit unions or community banks. These loans work in reverse. You make payments first, then get access to the money at the end. They help establish a payment record and often report to all 3 bureaus. Always ask if a product reports to the bureaus. If it doesn't, it won't help your credit score at all. If your credit score is below 500, focus solely on payment history and credit utilization. Avoid applying for new credit until your score improves. Focus on fixing, not expanding. If your score is in the 600s, you're in the rebuilding phase and can see big gains quickly. Once you cross 700, your focus shifts to optimization and strategy, not just repair. At 800 and beyond, you're in elite territory. But the habits that got you there are what keep you there. Celebrate small wins. Every 10-point jump is a sign of progress and a step closer to your goals. Your credit score is more than just a number. It's a reflection of your discipline and resilience. Every smart move you make now echoes through your financial future. This journey isn't about perfection, it's about consistency and progress over time. You don't need to be rich to have excellent credit. You need to be intentional and aware. Even someone earning minimum wage can reach a strong score with time and effort. Credit success is built on patience, not privilege. It rewards those who refuse to give up. Think of credit like a garden. It grows only if you plant the right seeds and water it regularly. Neglect or overwatering both do damage, but steady care creates lasting results. Don't compare your score to others. Everyone's financial journey is different. What matters is where you're going, not where you started. Even financial experts have made mistakes. What separates them is how they responded. You have that same power. Each day is a new opportunity to rewrite your story. You are not your credit score, but you can make your score reflect the strength you carry inside. Your credit score does not measure your worth. It measures your behavior over time, and behavior can be changed. Visualize the benefits. What would having excellent credit allow you to do in the next year? Maybe it's buying a home, starting a business, or just getting approved without fear or stress. Let that vision drive you. When the goal is clear, the effort becomes worth it. Every payment you make on time tells the system, I'm reliable, I'm responsible, I'm growing. Ignore the noise. Friends or family may not understand why you're focused on this, but it's your future, not theirs. You don't need a 6-figure income to have financial power. You need the right habits and a clear mindset. Use credit as a tool, not a trap. It's there to help you move forward, not hold you back. Balance is everything. Use just enough credit to stay active, but not so much that it controls you. Track your progress monthly. Watching your score rise will give you motivation to keep going. Apps that monitor your score can help, but don't obsess. Focus on action, not just numbers. When your score improves, be mindful of lifestyle inflation. Keep your expenses steady to build true wealth. Use better credit to refinance old debts at lower rates and free up more monthly cash. That cash can go towards savings, investments, or further debt elimination. Think in decades, not days. What you do today builds the foundation for your future family's financial security. Teach your kids about credit early. Let your journey be their lesson and their legacy. Turn your pain into purpose. If credit damaged your past, let it strengthen your future. Your mistakes can become someone else's blueprint if you share your story and the lessons learned. Never underestimate the power of a comeback. Your score can rise faster than you think when you commit. There is no shame in rebuilding. Everyone deserves a second chance, including you. Sometimes financial systems seem unfair, but learning how they work gives you the power to win. This is about more than numbers. It's about freedom, confidence, and control. With great credit, you can negotiate better deals, avoid deposits, and get peace of mind. Imagine applying for anything and feeling calm because you know you'll be approved. That feeling is worth the effort, it's worth the sacrifice, and it's within your reach. This is your wake-up call. Your future self is waiting for the version of you who takes action now. Not next year, not next month, now. You're not behind. You're right on time as long as you begin. Use every obstacle as fuel. Use every rejection as a reason to rise. If you've ever felt stuck financially, this is your ladder. Climb it one habit at a time. Nobody's coming to rescue your credit. It's your responsibility, and that's empowering. Because if it's your responsibility, it's also within your control. Build your financial confidence by becoming someone who never misses a payment again. That single change could make you unrecognizable in 1 year, in the best possible way. You were meant for more than financial stress. You were built to thrive, not just survive. Keep showing up for your goals. Keep proving to yourself that change is possible. Let your score reflect your commitment, not your circumstances. Every step you take rewrites your financial story from struggle to strength. Start today, stay consistent, and never settle for a score that doesn't match your potential. Subscribe so you can learn how to change your mindset and your money to build wealth.